I got two pieces I want to do. One, a lot of people here are familiar with. I'm going to do that last, but this first one I've never done here. I haven't done it in a while. And it's called Reflection. They labeled me cracked in a school zone. I said they labeled me cracked in a school zone, all because I was aiming for high learning. Not knowing that I was going to be remembered as this fat little kid that hid his self-esteem in his lunchbox, that held on to insecurities like a bad spades hand with no face cards. And trust was never a luxury that I could easily afford. So I used those broken promises that my father left unromantic on my grandmother's refrigerator as a reminder that unforgiveness can easily become the vigilante of unanswered blessings. So then the pain and suffering only becomes as temporary as a sunset and daylight savings time that allows me to live life like love was stamped on my forehead, protected by a conceited sun that allows me to dance with angels, serenaded by a John Coltrane saxophone. You see, confusion only comes when we put God in a box that turns our love into landmines, chasing freedom for the first time after I stuffed all of my burdens in a backpack and left them at a terminal on my road trip to redemption. God said, stop holding people accountable that's only here for a season. Then Mama said, stop inviting people to shows that never came to the rehearsals. So guess what? I listened. I was obedient, submissive to a purpose that made me marry it. So I speak for better or for worse, to death was part. Poetry is not only an art, it is my means of survival. It is hostile to the abuser, healing to the listener, forgiving to the unreasonable. Hashtag. Hip-hop says that I am poetry's prodigal son and I want to come home. Back to the 80s where I belong, where I created songs out of D-blocks, gunshots, and around the way girls. But time says, how can you be that selfish to think that I will wait for you? When you keep prayers in bottles that you only break in case of emergencies. My mother said that kings are not made, they are born. And I am torn between what feels good and what's necessary, realizing that coincidences are only God's way of remaining anonymous. So I am cautious of people with silhouettes that remind me of detours, because favor put me on God's to-do list, and I've adopted ways to love with no forced entries. My mama nicknamed me Georgia because I was always on her mind and I wondered if that fat little kid will ever see his reflection as something worth loving. In a world so ugly, cold, like a homeless person in the Chicago winter, and I swear, if giving up didn't promise me hell, then death would be easy. And life would be my last lunch break. The last time I say grace that actually saved me. This one, people have heard a lot. And the reason I'm doing this one again is because so much hatred in this world, so much disgusting stuff in this world, no love, no nothing. So I think the only thing that's going to make us be better men is reaffirm our women to help us be better men, to help us be a strong, cohesive unit. So this poem again, Black Queen, because I love y'all. Shapes, sizes, colors, height, all of it. The attitude, everything. plus, I have a daughter who is like my princess, my earth, my everything. Sir. And something about a relationship between a man and his daughter. Without the relationship of a man with his daughter, she's not complete. She makes wrong decisions. So you've got to have that. So this piece is called Black Queen. Mother to the earth, daughter to the sun, you are the substance of things hoped for. You are the first definition of love Googled in all caps, and I'm just an innocent bystander. You are every color that defines beauty with a mahogany hue. And I promise to love you till it becomes instinct. Because loving you has gotten me drunk off of free will, so I'll call you substance abuse. With the confidence in your walk that's steady and direct like nuclear missiles in war zones. And if I could ever hack into your soul, I would make you an offer that you couldn't refuse. With your courage for wings and Bible for a father, you are a prayer the skyscraper tall. You are hip-hop that knows nothing but the 808. With the heart that loves beyond the finish line. Besides, what's a dime piece to a C note when you keep it 100? Is it your fly the reason why we stand tall when we stand up? Is it underdogs we're not going to win? Is if anything can ever hold a candle to your star, you are our first lady. This Africa, this ministry with a built-in praise that is nurse nation for the sanctity of your bosom. You are the mother of my children, a sacrifice to be jealous of in a world that can't stomach your lynch mob rebellion. Because a black woman scorned is like death and missed appointments unscheduled. And these are the consequences of a diamond that has plagiarized the sky. Note yourself. Never fight the hand that feeds you enough to live to fight another day. That would trade her forever for your eternity just so you can break even. You are the lyrics to this instrumental that's been captured in a smile where the music starts. Dear God, I only write about things that are trained to love me back. For members only. Like you remind me of this forbidden fruit that feels like history repeating itself. And if for any reason you ever fail to meet the requirements in which you were intended, then I will suffer the consequences. Because you are this lesson in commitment that bears repeating till I get it right. And to the man who ever attempts to find scripture in your innocence, you tell him that he has a lot to learn about taking things without God's permission. As if consent ever gave him the rights to operate as the head of your household. Can't knock your hustle because you'll always have mouths to feed. With conviction for a tongue that still honors the right to remain silent. Mother to the earth, daughter to the sun. You are the substance of things hoped for. You are Black Queen.